Okay, it's June 15th, and we've had the bigger camper in since a week ago, the 8th. This pile got a little bit smaller, I think, since my last video. And Mike and I have been working on this pile all week. Remember, it was huge. We got it down quite a bit. We just have these logs in the, what do you call it? Our little channel here, just so that we can throw the logs, roll them right over. Alright, we've cleaned up some of the trees, as you can see. Since the last video, we had more stone delivered to the little side parking spot. It really was our turnaround. So when we don't have a small camper here, we can pull in and then we can just back around and pull, right, and then drive out. But we had more put in there. Slow down for a minute so you can take it in. We put up our flag yesterday for Flag Day. It only has 48 stars. Not sure what year that would be, but and we're not sure where we had received it. I am thinking, though, it might be Mike's dad, but not sure. There's been so many changes over the years and stuff put up in the attic, so anyway, as you can see, this is all stone. This was not here before. It was just this little like nub thing, but I had to bring it in to right up to the trees. And then here you can see we got some grass growing. We just have our little fire pit here because it's Mike and I and Mugs, but we got some grass. I just put some more hay down, more seed. You come over here and we've got 3-4 rows of logs, really heavy. And there's our burning barrel. Seems to be working there. And we just put up a hammock over here. I've got some stones put around some of the trees, and have this so people don't drive off the cliff, because perception wise you can't see from the video, but it goes down maybe 2 feet there, Over here it's much steeper. I don't know how to get the perception on that, but anyway, so I've cleaned up all these trees and made it so that and I have a little hummingbird. It's a female, or it could be a young one that has no red yet. Have the hose here we're getting water from the spring, and we use a battery, and we cleaned up in there more from before. And then there's a new camper. It's got bunks on the one end, and Mike and I have a queen bed on the other end, and bathrooms in the middle. Actually has a little tub, which is pretty good. Anyway, so then I'll take a peek through here. And we're trying to clean that up. Mike, wave for the audience. There he goes. He's thrilled. And we're going to put some more pines so then we don't have to see any portion of the neighbor's house at all. But yeah, so this is going up the drive. I know I've shown you that before. And the electrician's behind, so we still don't have electric, but really wasn't a big deal. We used battery power to draw the water into the camper, and use the battery limited. We turned off the water pump, the water heater. We didn't need it. When we take a shower, you put it on a few minutes beforehand. Not a big deal. And you'd have to charge that battery every so often. Anyway, so this is our little makeshift. I mean, we do cook inside, but it's fun, Mike made pancakes this morning outside here, and then we have our own door to our bedroom. And we have the little other camper here. Just Sean's graduating high school, and we are going to have a party, and I didn't want it at the house. Park it here, and July 4th is coming up, and we cleaned that tree up. That tree was a mess. It had a tree stand in it, if you remember from the previous video. It was falling apart. We got that out and cut down some of the limbs and stuff. And this is our that's where the meter is supposed to, not the meter, the box where we can plug the camper in and get a well eventually. And again, here's our little another thing just to make sure that the spring water, and that's beautiful pine we have there, and then that's looking down the drive, and we've cleaned this tree up quite a bit, and there was a lot of stuff. That's just a pile of wood I need to get rid of. I'm trying to put rocks around it, and got to clean the mess behind it, and Mike is just thrilled, so it's just a nasty job.
Jesus Christ.
Alright, on that case. Well, yes, it was. Yeah. Anyway, so there's a ravine I think I showed you guys over here. So when you walk down over here, grass is coming up though. All this ruts from our feet because it was so muddy. I'm told like over the winter when it freezes and frost and all that, and then it'll settle back down. I need to make a fun game of pick up rocks though. But we'll see. It comes in time. I sat and did a bunch of rocks the other day, which is really nice under here. I'd like to get a bench or something. And then, like I think I showed you previously, you know, we have that camper in there. And actually the camper guy said try to take the windows out, the hubcaps, and they have actually like old gas lanterns inside. I mean, is this not the most beautiful thing in the world here? Look at all the different shades of green. And right now it's cool under the sun and everything. It's really, I could just stare at it for hours. We had our first bear last night. He didn't actually come to the camp, but he may have been close by. I don't know. I think you can see the water. I don't know. It pools down there. I think you can see behind that one tree. And then, yeah, it's pretty steep. You wouldn't try to step down there. There's bridges though. And this is the way it looks from over here. People have just been wonderful. They are, I mean, we went out to dinner twice and everyone was really, really very nice. The meals were really good. So I think we're going to like this area quite a bit. So, anyway, I better get to work or he is going to have a cow. So, I'll talk to you all soon. We'll have another, that's Mike's birdhouse. I got to make a bunch more. We got a lot of robins. We've got blue jays. Have the hummingbird. We've seen hawks. We've seen possum. Not possum. Excuse me. Porcupine. Big, huge mother porcupine. Got to keep Muggs away from her. Deer. We had a deer the other morning over behind the wood pile there, which was really cool. Someday when we get a real nice trail back to our swimming hole, we'll do video of that. But for now, this is it. Someday Murphy Camp will be Murphy Cabin, hopefully. We will see. That is the plan, someday maybe. If we really like it here, but I mean, it's the region's like endless mountains, and it really is endless mountains, and it really reminds me of Lake Placid, which for a place to go for a weekend, or even if this is where we end up you know, retiring, we certainly don't want to be that far away from the boys, so. Anyway, wow, this is a long video. I better give you a break. And I'll leave you with my spot. I sit. And sayonara.